Um, what is up? What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing? Everybody, hit the like button, man. We are in the building. We are here. We are in the building, man. Another crazy, crazy day, man. We are here in the building, man. Hit the like button as you come in, man. We gonna cover all this stuff, all this stuff. Mm, all this stuff. Salute to everybody out there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get into it, man. Um, let's get into it, man. Lot going on. Lot on the.
All right, thanks, Mag. We begin with some breaking news just into our newsroom. Swain East Elementary School will be closed today because of an incident under investigation at Hyatt Creek Road near the school. You can see it right here on our map. And there is expected to be a large amount of police presence. And the county posted the news to Facebook and then called us here in the News 13 newsroom to let us know so that we can let you know.
That's right. According to the county's post to Facebook, instructional staff is advised to actually work from home today. All other staff should contact their supervisors. It's unclear if the school will be open tomorrow, but it's a developing story. And you can count on us to keep you up to date with the latest as we learn more.
The Swain County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help finding a man they say is responsible for an early morning shooting. This man, Luis Reynosa, is on the run after deputies say he shot a woman. Now, the shooting happened early this morning on Hyatt Cove Road near the intersection of Walker Woody Road. That's not far from Swain East Elementary School. News 13's Itanese McMiller has been on the scene all morning, and she has the latest developments.
Yeah, Tammy, the sheriff's office between Swain County and Jackson counties are both working together to search for Luis Reynosa. The shooting he's connected to forced Swain East Elementary School to close for the day and caused Hyatt Creek Road to shut down for hours. The sheriff here at the Swain County Sheriff's Office says that this all unfolded around 2:30 this morning. The sheriff says during the 911 call, there was screaming and there were shots fired. When deputies arrived on scene, the suspect had already fled or found in Jackson County with bullet holes. Now, at the scene of the crime on High Creek Road, deputies found one female victim who police are not identifying at this time, shot in the hand and upper abdomen and airlifted to Mission Hospital.
Several other people that were witnesses to some of this stuff, they're being interviewed. We've got investigators at the hospital interviewing the victim. She is cooperating with us. And we're just trying to gather intel right now to try to catch this suspect.
The sheriff says there may have been at least one other person in the suspect's vehicle. Deputies say Reynosa is now driving a white Chevy Camaro with a license plate that reads KJD 6729. The sheriff says if you encounter the suspect, do not approach and call 911. We are live here in Swain County. Itanese McMiller, News 13.
All right. So a lot going on.
It was a really long standoff. We're standing in the parking lot near some officers, and suddenly we hear flashbangs go off and the unmistakable sound of gunfire, bullets whizzing by. One officer in this gunfight got hurt by shrapnel, either from a bullet or from something else. At trial, prosecutors described Anthony Mylan Ross as someone obsessed with being a celebrity. They say his life fell apart when his wife filed for divorce.
You better watch out. You better not cry.
It's hard to reconcile this tender video with what Anthony Milan Ross did just hours later on Christmas Day. Prosecutors say he shot and killed his 11-year-old son, Nigel, his 10-month-old daughter, Honora, and his wife, Iris Ross. This week, a jury.
What the fuck? That nigga, wow. Jeez. He said gang behavior. That's wicked. That's insane behavior. Jesus Christ. Holy smokes, man. We're going to get into the ICE thing in a minute, man. We're going to get into the ICE thing in a minute. Holy smokes. That Negro, what? Jeez. People do that every day too. They do that every single day, man. Like these suicides, murder suicides. They do them shits every day. There was one in New York the other day. I don't really cover these, but there was one in New York the other day where 4 people were found dead. I'm only covering this one because this is the trial. Like, this is the culmination of it. Damn. Wow. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Sponsor today's programming via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. Sponsor today's programming, either PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. We also simulcasting, of course, on OperationNews.com. This was a beautiful family, man. What did he? I mean, did he think he was gonna get away with it? What was he thinking? What was his mindset? What was his mindset? Like, yo, I'm about to get away with this shit, yo. Like, no, you're not, bro. You're not gonna get away with it, bro. Like, how you think you was gonna get away with it? This is crazy. All right, let me start it from the beginning for everybody who just here, man.
It was a really long standoff. We're standing in the parking lot near some officers, and suddenly we hear flashbangs go off and the unmistakable sound of gunfire, bullets whizzing by. One officer in this gunfight got hurt by shrapnel, either from a bullet or from something else. At trial, prosecutors described Anthony Milan Ross as someone obsessed with being a celebrity. They say his life fell apart when his wife filed for divorce.
You better watch out. You better not cry.
It's hard to reconcile this tender video with what Anthony Milan Ross did just hours later on Christmas Day. Prosecutors say he shot and killed his 11-year-old son, Nigel, his 10-month-old daughter, Honora, and his wife, Iris Ross. This week, a jury agreed.
As to count 1, first-degree murder, Iris Sutherland Ross, guilty. signed foreperson.
Once a guest on TV shows, the weight loss entrepreneur was found guilty on 3 counts of first-degree murder, as well as 20 other counts connected to his arrest at an apartment near 16th Street in Highland. A 6-hour standoff turned into a gunfight with officers, and it spilled over into a parking lot where a photojournalist and I were standing.
All the way back. All the way back.
One officer was hurt by the gunfire. Ross wasn't injured and surrendered.
Anybody can do this.
Ross was a weight loss author and entrepreneur who appeared on The Doctors and Good Morning Arizona in the months before the shootings.
Once you start to eat clean, you taste food in a way that you've never tasted it before. So
he says his vegan lifestyle helped him lose more than 275 pounds. Prosecutors say he became obsessed with his celebrity and depended on income from his wife to keep up a celebrity lifestyle. So when she filed for divorce, it all came crashing down. Prosecutors.
Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Shout out to Dre, man. Dre says, yo, Ock, did you get the laptop situation fixed? Hope so. I got it. He did something. He put some kind of Jesus Christ, put something in the computer. It was some kind of gigabytes, something with some gigabytes in it. He put it in there. We'll see, man. We'll see. Hopefully it worked. Hopefully whatever he did worked. Hopefully whatever he did works. Yeah. Thank you for asking, man. That's why I didn't go live last night, because by the time I got he kept fixing it, and then I kept getting home and something else was wrong with it, and I kept having to take it back. I took it back to the guy about 6 times. Literally, I had to get in my car, drive back to the guy's house 6 times. Luckily, he don't live too far. Glitch 1568 says he's not the anchor man the people want. He's the one they need. Stay sunny, my friend. Salute to you, man. Oh, man. This is crazy, though. This is diabolical. This guy right here, man. Yikes. Yikes. A lot of people, a lot of stuff been going on lately.
Your landlord wants you out of here. She said she's boarded up the building. She claims you take it down and just disregard her orders as the landlord.
That's not why we're here. We're here to talk about the shooting.
We begin with questions for the man running an unlicensed.
Jesus, okay.
Your landlord wants you out of here. She said she's boarded up the building. She claims you take it down and just disregard her orders as the landlord.
That's not why we're here. We're here to talk about the shooting.
We begin with questions for the man running an unlicensed business accused of throwing a party that escalated into a triple shooting.
That shooting near 48th and Fond du Lac on Saturday night left 19-year-old Jarvis Phillips Willis dead.
Lighthouse reporter Ben Jordan spoke with the landlord's attorney and a concerned resident at odds on who's to blame for ongoing issues at that building.
Milwaukee police data shows officers have been called to this vacant building unit behind me that used to be a bar. One of those calls came within the past week.
Her home. We learned a 19-year-old is killed, and we learned that that 19-year-old is related to people that we are related to, which makes it even more personal.
She believes Jarvis Phillips Willis an illegal party.
I think the onus should be on the owner of the building, because she is the one that is renting the building out to people who want to have clubs, bars, or party halls.
Michael Maselman is the building owner's attorney.
We boarded it up. We've locked the doors. He brings in a locksmith, changes the locks. It's egregious. And again, you know, what even says he's going to stop? Even if we get a legal document from the court saying, get out of there.
Maselman says no matter what the landlord does, the unlicensed tenant keeps coming back.
Yet again, he had an illegal party. Some of the people that were in his establishment wandered out onto the street, and there was a killing.
Maselman says they tried to evict the tenant, but a judge dismissed the case. Their latest eviction lawsuit filed last month says the tenant owes $62,000 in back rent. He failed to obtain permits and licenses to operate a business, and he has not vacated the premises.
What needs to change?
Well, we need to finally get a court order to evict him. And if he shows up again, arrest him for trespass, arrest him for, we can get a restraining order against him.
I showed up at the business today where I found the unlicensed tenant, Jonathan Springfield Burnett.
I did take a picture of this space. I posted it on Facebook, and I never imagined that I would get any type of inquiries, but I did.
What was your reaction to hearing a teen was shot outside and people are connecting it to your business?
I was shocked, honestly. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Springfield Burnett admits he was here Saturday night to throw a party, one night after MPD says it cited him for hosting an event without a public entertainment license.
Why are you holding events when you don't have an event license?
So it's a Rise Kitchen is a startup. I had actually,
regardless of if it's a startup, if you're hosting events here and you don't have a license, that's not allowed.
Yeah, and we're not at all anymore. So
well, there was an event here on Saturday night that preceded the shooting, correct?
On Rise Kitchen property, there was no shooting.
But I'm asking you if there was an event here preceding the shooting.
At Rise Kitchen, we had a gathering, and it was private.
Springfield Burnett tells me the parties are on pause until he gets a license through the city. He's doing eviction court on Friday.
Yo, everybody hit the like button, man. This is a doozy, man. Shout out to Glitch 1568, man. Support the channel. Support your local news anchor, man. We're trying to get it cracking. Support your local news anchor, man. We're getting it cracking today. Roger Wood in the building. Joe Curry in the building. We are in the building. Wow. Unbelievable. So there was a violent ICE arrest today, man. Let me go ahead and get right into that, man. It was a violent ICE arrest today. Not the woman that turned out to be fake. This turned out to be fake. We'll get into that too. Why not? Yeah, let's get into this, man. Let me see. Yeah, man. So here we go. We got Hector, man, whatever his name is. And this is it's saying ICE grabs father by the neck, sends him into violent seizure while his arms lock up around his toddler. He's having a seizure, and they're trying to rip the baby out of his hands. Agents then handcuff him before putting in ambulance with his child. Mother is detained by ICE agents as the original target of the arrest during the traffic stop, according to witnesses. They kept saying, "We're going to put your kid in state custody if you don't comply." So in the end, she decided, for the safety of my kid, I'm just going to go. I was crying on and off every time I got an angle where I saw the kid. I started crying more because the baby was so confused. Shut up, bitch. You ain't crying about nothing. You ain't got no feelings, bitch. If this shit wasn't no political shit, you could. These bitches act like they so emotional over this ICE shit. They see a child get murdered in front of their house, and if the niggas around the way is strong enough, they ain't gonna say nothing about it. Press 1. If the local homies who stray bullets hit that child, these bitches ain't gonna say nothing. These women are awful, man. So she's whoever this bitch was that was seeing it, she was crying while watching this. Who was this bitch? I don't know. Some fucking bitch. I don't know, fucking bitch. Let's see. Let's see the arrest.
I'm not touching the car. Leave me alone. Look what they're doing.
He faking. He faking. I can just tell already. He faking. That's my opinion. That's my expert opinion, is that he's faking. My expert opinion is that he's faking. My expert opinion is that he's faking. Let me ask you that. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I'm about to play it in a second. I'm gonna put the poll up though. Let's see. The poll is up. You can take the poll, man. We're doing a daytime show for the daytime crowd, man. Make sure you guys support this programming, man. Support this programming. Support the programming, man. We really appreciate you guys to support the programming. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go.
And I'm not touching the car. Leave me alone. Look what they're doing. Stop.
That's fine. Back up.
This is my wife. She's having a seizure. They're trying to rip the baby out of her hand. She's having a seizure. Fitchburg, Massachusetts. This is what's going on this morning. Stop yelling at her. Stop yelling at her because you feel insecure. I'm not touching the car. Leave me alone.
He faking, man. In my opinion, he faking. Yeah, she said she's not touching the car. No, bitch. That's why I tell you, ICE messes up by letting these people all you should be arrested for interfering, like literally, and charged with like you should be charged the same way those people who broke into the Capitol, the insurrectionists. When you interfere with ICE, you should be treated like an insurrectionist. Yeah, he had a seizure when ICE pulled up. He had a seizure when ICE pulled up, man. In that second, he had a seizure, man. Regardless of what happened before or after the video. Well, no, there's no regardless of what happened before or after the video. That's the whole thing. Shout out to my man, Amazing Disgrace, man. Amazing Disgrace says, oh yeah, that poll. Let me get rid of that poll on my bad, man. Let me remove the poll on Ock Nation News, man, and create a new poll. Thank you for telling me that, man. Yeah, man. They talking about regardless of what happened before or after the video. No. That's everything. What happened before or after the video is everything. There would be we wouldn't be watching this if there was nothing that happened before or after the video. They talk about so regardless of what happened before or after the video, he's having a seizure. No. There's nothing before or after the video. It says they knew this move on the man's neck was a deadly move, blocking the main artery that pumps blood to his brain. This is a deliberate homicide. He intended to kill this man. Sue them all of them. Yo, man, these people are crazy, man. These people are crazy. This guy's faking, man. This guy's faking. He's not really having the seizure.
And I'm not touching the car. Leave me alone. Look what they're doing. He's sneezing.
That big fat ass neck, touching his neck like this is not. They're trying to say touching his neck like this would make him have a seizure. Think about that, man. Yo, this is absolutely positively insane, man. This is some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen in my life, man. These liberals, they can watch a man. Think about it. I want you to see this. They can watch one man take a bullet to the neck in front of his kids and celebrate. And jump for joy. I mean, instantly jump for joy. The second Charlie Kirk got shot, they instantly jumped for joy. Like, yay! But this right here, this guy getting pulled out of the car, this is the worst thing they've ever seen. And everything in the country needs to change. We need to change every law in the country and immediately open the border because this happened. He said, praying for your mama. He said, yeah, that would not cause a seizure, LOL. But let's say he's epileptic and randomly went into a seizure at that moment. They would still have to remove him from the car and the kid from his grasp. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And why is he fighting anyway? Why didn't he just pull over and get the fuck out of the car? The woman is really the target. The woman is the target. Her husband and her son just got caught up.
I'm not touching the car. Leave me alone. Look what they're doing. Sneezing.
No. Stop. That's fine. Back up.
This is my right.
You know what they're trying to do with this one and the one at the, remember the live yesterday about the what was it, the teacher? They said a teacher got detained yesterday. Daycare. They ran up in a daycare center and arrested the teacher in front of the kids. They lie so damn much, man. This is Ben Crump peddling this lie. Ben Crump peddled this lie. I thought you only supposed to care about black people, Ben Crump. I thought you was Black America's Attorney General. Now you goddamn brown people's Attorney General.
They give it all for us. And this is how we treat them. This is how you're allowing them to treat the people that are taking care of our babies.
Karen Sabaka being consoled by other parents today outside the Reito de Sol daycare near Addison.
They lying. They can only get 3. They're gonna get 3, 4. Well, 1, 2. They only get 5 parents to lie and say that was a teacher. Some woman that some random woman ran up in the daycare center, and they can only find 5 parents to lie and say it was a teacher.
They give it all for us. And this is how we treat them. This is how you're allowing them to treat the people that are taking care of our babies.
Karen Sabaka being consoled by other parents today outside the Reito de Sol daycare near Addison and Western. Many witnessing firsthand or watching exclusive WGN video of a beloved teacher being dragged out of the building this morning. Screams heard from within.
She's telling them, I have papers. I have documentation.
We're told the woman is originally from Colombia and has been in Chicago for at least a couple of years with a work permit. She was being followed in a vehicle by federal agents this morning, who then chased her without a warrant into her workplace, allegedly terrorizing others there as well.
They didn't just walk in chasing one person.
Think about it. They're not going to clear this up. The news is... This woman, all this is lies, and the news agency is not going to clear this up. That's crazy.
They went into multiple rooms asking and looking for teachers, while children were present.
Congresswoman Delia Ramirez and other lawmakers today condemning the actions of these agents and the Trump administration as a whole.
Shame on you, President Trump, and shame on every single ICE agent who's...
Who the fuck is this thing? What is this? What is this thing? What species is this thing, man? What species is this, man? What species is this, man? What do y'all call this, man? He looked like something out of Dr. Seuss book, don't he? Be honest, yo. Be honest. Don't he look like something out of a Dr. Seuss book? He literally looked like a Dr. Seuss, man. Character, man. What the fuck was that? What the hell? Shame on you, Mr. Trump. No, shame on your parents, motherfucker. Shame on your parents, Mr. Whatever the fuck you are. Shame on your parents. What the fuck are you?
administration as a whole.
Shame on you, President Trump, and shame on every single ICE agent who is continuing to terrorize our wonderful city.
Saying America needs to wake up.
They also said they weren't detaining any U.S. citizens. They have, what,
Over 180.
170, 180 at this point.
DHS alleges the woman crossed the border illegally in 2023 and refused to pull over for them this morning, even though she wasn't driving the vehicle. They
Back up, man. You got to do something about this. This is weird, man. You can't just come up on. So when police are dealing with a suspect that they haven't even frisked yet, a potentially armed suspect, and you walking up, getting all up, ICE got to do something about this. Because this was what creates all this bad press. Press one. Them allowing people to constantly get all up on them and interfere with their arrest. It gives all this footage of, oh man. Then the person is allowed to struggle more because the officers are distracted, and so the person can struggle more, even though they're not going to get away. They never get away. They're just struggling for no reason. But it makes every arrest look violent and like a big deal, when really, just grab these motherfuckers and keep it going. And it puts the ICE officers in danger. This puts ICE officers in danger. Trump has really dropped the ball by not prosecuting, not bringing in federal prosecutors. Every case of anybody like this woman who's fucking with an ICE detention, every case of that should be prosecuted. Every single one of those people needs to be prosecuted. Obstruction, plain and simple.
pursued. A statement says in part both the woman and male driver ran into a daycare and attempted to barricade themselves inside the daycare, recklessly endangering the children inside.
They lie. They lie over and over and over.
In a statement, the school saying in part, our teachers and staff took quick action to maintain the safety and security of all children during this time, adding they are providing additional support to our teachers and staff and our families. But those who watched it all unfold left unsure how to explain the ordeal to their children.
If anybody has an answer to, like, how do you talk to your kids about what's happening?
First, take the butt plug out. Okay, so the first thing we're going to ask for you is to do, remove the butt plug. Go to the bathroom and remove the butt plug. Because we can't do anything while you're still walking around with a butt plug in your butt. It's very hard for us to pause, do anything while you're still walking around with a butt plug. So remove the butt plug.
Unsure how to explain the ordeal to their children.
If anybody has an answer to, like, how do you talk to your kids about what's happening, I'm all ears. Because I lied to my 5-year-old this morning. And that's a terrible...
And you're lying to us now. Your 5-year-old didn't ask you shit about this. Your 5-year-old didn't ask you shit about this. That girl ran to the daycare center, they grabbed her up out of there, and they kept it moving. And only people that saw it was the cameraman outside. Your daughter didn't ask you a fucking thing about this, you fucking shit stain. Press 1. Your daughter didn't ask you shit about this. Man. Hit the like button. Whew. Let's see how many likes we got, man. How many likes do we got? How many likes do we got? 36 likes. 39 likes. Shout out to Amazing Disgrace on the channel on OckNation News. OckNationNews.com. Amazing Disgrace says it takes years to become a citizen. It takes years to become a citizen. If she came here in 2023, she's an illegal. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Amazing Disgrace. Appreciate your candor, man. Your candor, man. Thank you for your candor. And salute to everybody that's supporting the channel, whether you're watching here on OckNation News or OckNation.com, whether you're supporting on here or on OckNationNews.com. We appreciate you guys. Amazing Disgrace in the chat on OckNation.news.com says it takes to become a citizen. It came here in 2023. She is. Yes, she is. She's very illegal. She needs to go. And this guy needs to, like we said, remove the butt plug. Get the butt plug out of your butt.
How to explain the ordeal to their children.
If anybody has an answer to like, how do you talk to your kids about what's happening? I'm all ears. Because I lied to my 5-year-old this morning. And that's a terrible feeling to have as a parent.
But he doesn't feel bad about lying to us. He doesn't feel bad about lying to us. He doesn't feel bad about lying to us. So she's supposed to be a teacher. And they're reporting this everywhere. Everybody's reporting that she's a teacher. And that she worked at that daycare center. She ran up in the daycare center, putting everybody in danger, a random daycare center, and no one's reporting that. Nobody. Wow. Wow. This is absolutely insane. Okay, so here's the real story. Y'all want the real story? Y'all want the real scoop? What really happened? Not the media cover-up. ICE did not target a daycare teacher. Agents attempted to stop a vehicle registered to a Colombian illegal alien, but the male driver refused to pull over. After a chase, the pair fled into a daycare. You notice they're not saying that a man also fled? Think about this. The driver was a man, and he fled into the daycare center. Nowhere in the news reports, the liberal news, are they mentioning that it was also a man that ran in the daycare center. They're only talking about the woman. Think about how they lied, man. This type of lying is criminal. This should be prosecuted. You should be. I don't know what Donald Trump is doing, man. I don't know what he's doing, man. Every news agency who printed this should be sued. I don't know what Donald Trump is doing, man. He's I'm not trying to criticize him just out of the fuck of it, but he's letting them get away with egregious shit. They're getting away with egregious shit. They're getting away with egregious shit. The media is getting away with egregious shit. Here's what happened. ICE law enforcement did not target a daycare and were only at this location because a female illegal alien fled inside. Here's the real story. Officers attempted to conduct a targeted traffic stop of a female illegal alien from Colombia. Officers attempted to pull over this vehicle, which was registered to a female illegal alien with sirens and emergency lights, but the male driver refused to pull over the vehicle. Law enforcement pursued the vehicle before the assailant sped into a shopping plaza where he and the female passenger fled the vehicle. They ran into a daycare and attempted to barricade themselves inside the daycare center, recklessly endangering the children inside. The illegal alien female was arrested inside a vestibule, not in the school. So nobody in the school saw it. Think about this, y'all. All those parents talk about they talk to their children. The female was arrested inside a vestibule, not in the school. None of the students ever saw the woman. Wow. None of the students ever laid eyes on the woman. This type of lying is criminal, man. Donald Trump needs to do something about it, man. The media shouldn't be able to lie like this because we rely on the media for the news, man. This type of misinformation, especially nowadays, isn't this putting ICE agents in danger? This is crazy. Who wants to sponsor today's programming? Who wants to sponsor today's programming, man? Who wants to sponsor today's programming? And support the channel. Who wants to sponsor today's programming? We are looking for sponsors of today's programming. If you could be so generous to sponsor today's programming. This is criminal the way they're lying, man. I want to see what they're talking about on YouTube on this stuff, man. I mean on the news. This is crazy that the news is lying about this like this. This is crazy. This one was just some random criminal that ran up in that just happened to hop out of the car near a daycare and just ran inside, her and her boyfriend. And the cops ran in, the ICE ran in and grabbed her while she was still in the vestibule.
I want to bring in Alderman Matt Martin, who represents that 47th District of
There you
Chicago.
go again.
Thank you for joining us. I know you've reviewed security footage of the incident, so can you add to our understanding of this story and what actually happened? What did you see?
So I've talked with a number of people who are on site, educators as well as parents, and what happened shouldn't happen at any school, shouldn't happen anywhere, not just in Chicago, but our country. What I understand happened was as parents were dropping their infants and toddlers off at our local daycare. ICE agents violently dragged Miss Diana, an educator, outside of the building. She was wearing her polo shirt with the school's insignia there. She was in the building to work. Other educators and parents were pleading with the agents to leave her alone. They were emphasizing they were in a preschool, that children were on site.
Leave her alone. Like, let's just say she was really a teacher. They're not lying. Leave her alone. What does that mean? Hey, just leave her alone. Just go away. Like, they're there to arrest her, right? Let's just say this was not that. Think about the idea of cops coming to arrest somebody and some bystanders just saying, "Hey man, leave her alone." And some congressmen getting on TV like, "Yeah, the bystanders told the cops to leave the person alone, and they wouldn't."
And that they didn't have permission to be there. And then after they dragged her outside, one armed ICE agent walked from room to room, questioning adults as children were present. This has shattered our sense.
Because a random criminal illegal alien ran up, and her boyfriend, who were being chased by cops, ran up into the daycare center. So they had to go search all the rooms to make sure everybody was safe.
Of safety, not just at this specific school, but at so many other schools and daycares across Chicago.
Do you have any updates on the teacher, how she's doing?
So very, very little. She is at a detention facility in Broadview, which is a suburb right outside of Chicago. Her attorneys are attempting to contact her, but Broadview is notorious. And in fact, a federal judge earlier today called them to task, saying that this is...
Salute to you, Lomingo. Appreciate you, man. I never been compared to Dr. Umar, man. That's a first, man. I ain't never had nobody compare me to Dr. Umar, man. That's amazing, man. I'm just like Dr. Umar, y'all.
It's not a place where you can sleep. It's not a place where you can practice good hygiene. It's next to impossible for attorneys to contact their clients. So it's
look how they lie. They lie so much. Jesus Christ. They lie so much. Fuck. This is sickening, man. I've never seen like this is sickening the way that, I mean, like, this is actually sick. The way that they're lying about this case. You got that thing, whatever he is, whatever race he is, I don't know what the fuck he is, lying about it on the damn mainstream news.
Erica Fishberg, police say that ICE agents made a traffic stop here on Kimball Street that turned into, quote, an apprehension. And the incident lasted about 2 hours, drawing a crowd of protesters.
Shame on you! There's a baby in there!
A chaotic and emotional...
Right, which is why she should stop resisting. Which is why she shouldn't, why was she resisting if she had a baby?
Seen on a Fitchburg street this morning when ICE agents pulled a vehicle over with a man, woman, and toddler inside.
And so I just started videotaping, like immediately just started videotaping.
Bitch, your community. Are you serious, bitch? Salute to JJ Jacobs, man. JJ Jacobs in the building, man. Sponsoring today's program. Appreciate you, JJ. This is crazy, man. Think about this, y'all. What is this woman doing? You should be jealous of them Hombritos too, man. They got that good hair. Them Hombritos got that good shit. Like, them Hombritos. Listen, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sure that, you know, every one of these women, hey, Every one of these women, these black women that's out here caping for illegal aliens, man, I hope I hope a Latina steals their man. Press 1. I hope every one of these sisters caping for illegals, I hope a sexy Latina comes and steals their man. She only gotta be sexy. Just a Latina comes and steals their man. Yeah, she out here caving for can't grow, can't grow, can't grow, can't grow it can't grow an inch of hair. And listen, I love sisters. I love sisters, man. I do. I'm a very sexually attracted to sisters. I love sisters, man. But this is ridiculous, sisters. Y'all caping for to keep Latinas here. Latinas going, listen, you don't want Latinas to stick around, man. If I was a sister, I would be like, man, get rid of all them Latinas, man. Sisters campaigning for undocumented illegal Latinas to flood the country? Are you serious? That's a conflict of interest, man. I just don't understand sisters, man. They openly, I mean, they'll put their face on it. They'll get on the internet. I want my free ABT card. Snap. The shit sisters put on the internet is insane. They will literally put their whole face this close to the screen and tell everybody, I want my welfare check. I need my welfare check. If I don't get my welfare check, I'm going to walk in the stores and commit crimes. I won't start committing crimes if I don't get my welfare check. They will get in the camera and say that. But this is actually worse. Because you could at least understand that, okay, bitch, you broke, you know what I'm saying? You going through some hard times. You're emotional. You need your welfare check. I got you. It might be distasteful, whatnot, but I got you. I got you getting up there and saying that. This is my thing, though. Shout out to Lomingo, man. He says this. Yeah. This is my thing, though. This is my thing. This one don't make sense. All the TikToks and all the interviews y'all did about welfare checks, that makes sense. You know, you broke. You're hungry. You got 8,000 kids. No man. I got you. Lobbying to flood the country with Latinas, I absolutely positively do not understand the logic behind that. Press 1. Sisters lobbying to flood the country with Latinas. I literally could not understand that one. Like literally, I'm not even gonna lie to you about that one. I don't understand that one. I don't understand that one. That right there. That right there. You talk about cutting your nose off to spite your face, spiting your face to cut your nose, whatever the fuck. Yeah, the Smith-Mundt Act. Yeah, that's what we need. You're right. Trump needed to pass that Smith-Mundt Act. Or repeal it. Repeal it. Trump need to repeal that Smith-Mundt Act. Facts. These sisters, man. Think about this, man. Think about her walking down the street, right? With her boyfriend, they holding hands. And at the end of the block coming towards them is like 4 sexy Latinas. No, how about this? Better yet. She live in an apartment building, right? Next to a bunch of fat black chicks. All the chicks in her apartment building is fat and black. Or ugly, black, or whatever, and she cute. She one of the cute black girls, right? She one of the cute black girls. She one of the cute black girls, y'all. I'm preaching, y'all. I'm preaching. Sponsor the show, guys. You ain't gonna get this nowhere. And I tell you didn't hear it nowhere. You did not hear this nowhere. You only heard this here. She live in an apartment building around everybody in the apartment building, a bunch of fat black chicks, ugly black chicks, and even the cute black chicks. They still black, right? And she cute. She cute, right? Imagine just moving in to her apartment complex. Let's just say 50 Latinas. No, not even 50. Let's say 5. 5 Latinas move into the apartment building. Immediately, those 5 Latinas, and I'm not even saying, I'm just talking about like some regular like Latinas. Immediately, they move up to the top of the pecking order. They move up to the top. Ushers, close the doors. Ushers, close the doors. Because we got to talk about this, man. We really got to talk about this, man. I mean, nobody's really talking about this. I don't see nobody in the manosphere. I don't even know if there's a manosphere anymore. I don't know if there's a manosphere anymore. I think a lot of the manosphere guys are doing, they doing whatever they doing now, man. They've the manosphere bubble has kind of like popped a little bit. But whoever covers men's topics, right? Whoever covers men's topics is not really talking about this. How crazy these sisters is, man. They're advocating for the country to be flooded with Latinas. Straight hair, light skin, and a lot of Latinas got big butts too. A lot of Latinas got big butts. Press 1. A lot of Latinas have big butts. A lot of Latinas have big butts. Amazing Disgrace says, not a lot of black girls I'd smash. She makes the cut. Damn. So Amazing Disgrace says he would smash her. Yeah, she's cute. I'll give you this. This girl's cute, but she's got fake hair. What if you could have a girl with real hair that like this? What if you could have a lighter girl with real hair like this? What if you could have a lighter girl with real hair like this? If you like light skinned girls, if you like lighter, if you have a preference for lighter girls, like most black dudes do that. Most black dudes have a preference for lighter girls. It is what it is. Most black dudes have a preference for lighter girls. Most black dudes like hair weave like this, straight hair. That's why black women wear hair weave, because black dudes like it. They're not wearing it because Asian dudes like it. They're not wearing it because white dudes like it. These black girls wear the weave because black dudes like it. Press 1. Yet they're advocating for a group of women who can grow their hair down to their ass in a month. If you lock a Latina woman up in a fucking dungeon, a month later you're going to come back and her hair going to be down to her ass. This is insane. This needs to be studied. We got JJ Jacobs in the building. Go ahead, JJ. What do you think about my hypotheses, man?
Yes, the Sun men love anything but black. But I'll tell you one thing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you low, but go ahead.
I feel like sisters, us Sun women. There's a lot of beautiful Sun women out here, right? But it almost seems like it's the worst Sun women that are always put out to the forefront. I don't understand that. It's always black, big, not their real hair. And it's like in my real life, I see a lot of pretty Sun women, in my family. I don't know. Do you think that's social engineering? Do I sound woke saying that?
You know what? I will say this.
This girl here, to me, she don't make the cut because she's okay, but she's not. I've seen way better looking Sun women. Like,
Definitely.
With real hair, that's nice. You know what I mean?
No doubt. I mean, let's be honest, man. Like I'm when we say she's cute, we say she's cute. Cute. We ain't say she was drop dead gorgeous. We ain't say she was a 10. We say she cute. We use that specific term. Press 1. She's cute. Press 1. She's cute. Now, here's the thing. What is it with Sun women advocating for women with light skin, hair, bone straight hair down to their asses, in nice shapes to flood the country?
Right.
Especially when they're going, you know where they're going to put them.
Right.
You know where they're going to put the Latinas. They're not going to put the Latinas in the white neighborhood.
Right.
What is the psychology behind that? Is it just wokeness?
But Sun women do that with biracial women too. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that, because they love the Sun men so much, anything the Sun man likes, the Sun women is gonna adopt because they want to be likable in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? So of course they'll advocate for some shit like this. They're the same ones saying that biracial women are black. They're the same ones saying that shit. You know what I mean? So it's not that off. It's not that off. It goes together, right? Just like peanut butter and jelly, it goes together. If a Sun man like it or wants it, and a Sun woman want to be attractive to him or be in his vicinity, she's gonna go for it.
But I don't think.
Also because they're woke and liberal. So anything that goes against the betterment of something, some woman's for it.
Here's my thing though. We know they jealous. They openly talk, like you said, black women openly jealous of other women. They're openly jealous of if a basketball player shows up with a Latina that's not Cardi B. I'm talking about a regular, not Latina, because they give Cardi B a pass, right? So like the women do say stuff about it. They do. I see them on social media, like, oh, all of them. They used to call it color struck. Remember color struck?
Yeah.
They used to call it that. So what I'm saying is that black women do express their insecurity about black men's dating choices when it comes to other women of other races and other shit. But why are they now advocating for a group that like literally like this is a group that some men have proven they will just chase around the world. Some men go to other countries. What the thing called passport bros? They're literally making it so you don't even have to be a passport bro. You can just get them here. If these woke sisters have their way, you won't need a passport. Because all the Dominicans and all the Latinas will be here.
Right.
All the Brazilians, they'll be here. I just don't understand sisters,
They don't
man.
think they don't, but you know how we're looking at it from a logical sense, right? I don't think some women look at it like that.
Yeah,
It's
they
like,
don't. They obviously.
if it's against Trump, if it's against conservatism or Republican, whatever the fuck, they're gonna go with it because it's just a part of the agenda, for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's really, we're putting logic behind it, but there's no logic behind it. There's none.
Yeah. This is nasty work. Let's see what she said.
But anyway,
woman
I ain't
and
gonna stay
toddler
long.
inside.
I'm about to get out of here. I gotta go on a trip next week, so I'm getting ready.
Oh yeah, where you going?
We going on a cruise. Not
Uh-oh.
Carnival. Not Carnival though. No.
Uh-oh.
No, we going on a cruise for a week, so we going to Mexico. So.
Oh, so you going down there to try to steal their men? Ain't that some
Yeah,
shit?
because the Hispanic men love me now.
I
Hispanic
know they do. I worked at a strip club, man. When I worked at that strip club, the Mexican workers, they would come there every night and pay to eat the girl pussy. I mean, they pay to eat the girl coochie. Pay to eat the sister's coochie. I'd be like, damn, yo, you nasty, man. They love them some sisters. But hold on, one thing about it, they will not, they don't like marry or bring them home like that, but they love them.
Yeah, I think most groups do that, but some men, right? I think most groups, they can have like their little experimental phase, right? And then with other groups, but then you'll always see them marry their own.
Yeah.
I think the only people who don't do that is sun men, in my opinion.
Right. Maybe you're right. Maybe there's some truth. I think rich son, I would say wealthy son, but yeah, I got you.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's true though. Yeah, man. Have fun though, man. Make sure you tell us about it when you get back.
Yeah, I will. All right, bye, y'all.
Peace out.
Pulled a vehicle over with a man, woman, and toddler inside.
And so I just started videotaping, like immediately just started videotaping. I didn't know what else I could do.
Q Janae Beavers Hatter lives nearby and watched the incident unfold.
What they ended up doing was locking arms, the mom and the dad, and they had the 2-year-old in the back, but they ended up bringing her to the front.
Videos show a crowd of about 20 people surrounding the vehicle, yelling and protesting. Fitchburg police respond when the federal agents called for help. At one point, the man in the vehicle is handcuffed, but witnesses say agents appeared to be after the woman.
They kept saying,
yeah, they were after the Latina, man. Why you? They trying to make that's one less person that can steal your man, girl. One less person that can steal your man. And here you are, just I don't know. I can't explain it, man. I don't know, man.
Appeared to be after the woman.
They kept saying, we're going to put your kid in state custody if you don't. So I think that's why in the end she just decided, like, for the safety of my kid and everything, I'm just going to go.
What do you think of all that?
It was a lot. I'm not going to lie. Like, I was crying on and off. I kept seeing, like, every time I got an angle where I saw the kid, I started crying more because you could see the baby was so confused.
We're their family. I'm their family.
At one point, tensions boil over. An agent lashes back at the crowd. Fitchburg police officers in the middle. Officials say they're...
Look at that shit coming out of their roots. Look at that shit coming out of their roots. Press 1. Look at that yaki just oozing out of their roots. Press 1. The yaki, they don't gotta go to the beauty supply store to get the yaki. The yaki just comes straight out of their pores. God, dog. And sisters is like, we need the country to be flooded with these people. Don't take her away. Leave her. Leave her here. Bring more of these people in here. All right. You sure about that, sister? You sure about that, sister? You sure you want that? Because she don't got no receipt. Okay? She don't got no bundle. She don't got to make no appointment. Hair appointment. She don't gotta go get no bundles from the beauty supply store. She don't gotta go get no hair appointment like you did, like you do. She don't gotta get no glue. Yeah, as they out of their cotton picking minds. What's wrong with these? What's wrong with these sisters, man? Salute to everybody watching on OckNationNews.com website. We're gonna do something over there tonight, man. We're gonna do something over there. We're gonna do something here tonight too. We're gonna do something big tonight here on OckNationNews.com, man. Continue to support the channel, man. Take the pledge. Let's see if we can get a big donor, man, to pledge something nice for the channel, man, for the daytime stream. Let's see if we can get somebody to pledge something nice for the daytime stream. Because we are sitting here, man. We are breaking this down. Nobody's breaking this down like this, man. Nobody's breaking this down. Everybody want to dunk on sisters about, I can understand. I can understand if this woman was like, yo, I need my EBT. I need my SNAP. Fuck the president. I want my SNAP, yo. I got to feed my kids. If you don't give me my SNAP, I'm going to start robbing people. I could understand that. That actually makes sense. That actually makes sense. And I see a bunch of brothers criticizing the sisters over saying that. I haven't. If you've been paying attention, I haven't been criticizing the sisters over that. I have not been criticizing the sisters over their EBT videos. I have not been criticizing the sisters over their EBT videos. But this right here, this makes no sense. Any way you flip it and bounce it, this makes no sense. You know what I thought would have happened when Trump won? when Trump first unleashed ICE, you know what I thought was gonna happen? I thought sisters was gonna be turning Latinas in, man. I thought sisters was gonna be turning in pretty Latinas, man. I thought sisters was gonna be. I thought sisters was gonna be like. I thought sisters was gonna be like, yo, get them. Didn't you think that? Listen, this is madness, man. This is bad. Sisters are caping for what are you doing, sisters? What are sisters doing, man? Sisters, what are you doing, man? Look at her in that picture. Tell me she don't look out of listen. Look at that sister, man. Press 1 when you see it. Look at that sister, man. Look at that sister, man. Surrounded by these Latinas, man. Look at that sister, man. Yeah. I'm about to cut this up. I'm about to cut this up, man. I'm about to put this out. This is insane. Yo, this is crazy. Yo, this is crazy. What are y'all doing, sisters? Sisters, what are y'all doing, man? I'm not even gonna lie to you, sisters. What the hell are y'all doing? And this is the thing, right? Nobody's been telling them this. It took me in fucking October, what's it, November, to tell them this. Nobody's been telling them this. Nobody's been telling them this. They just been walking around and y'all ain't been telling. They've been walking around with a big green booger the size of my fist sitting on their nose, and none of y'all been telling these sisters, why are you demanding that the country be flooded with Latinas? Y'all are foul, man. Y'all are foul, man. Y'all are foul, man. Y'all are real foul. Y'all are real foul, man. These sisters been walking around with a toilet paper, a whole roll of toilet paper stuck to the bottom of their shoe. Since Trump unleashed ICE, all these sisters advocating for the country to be flooded with Latinas have been walking around with the entire roll of toilet paper stuck to the bottom of their shoe, and none of y'all have told them. Press 1. The whole roll, not just a piece of toilet paper stuck to the bottom of the shoe, the entire roll. Just a mile of toilet paper stuck to the bottom of their shoe. And none of y'all have told them, hey, wait a second, sister. If the country gets flooded with Latinas, that's not going to be good for you. White women will be all right. Asian women will be all right. The American Latina women will be all right. You not going to be all right. Wow. And I don't think every Latina woman is cute. I don't think every Latina woman is cute. But brothers do. A lot of brothers do. A lot of brothers think that every Latina woman is cute. A lot of brothers do. Oh man, listen. Let me go ahead and end my sermon, man. Let me end my sermon with this, man. I'm gonna get on to something else, but we're gonna end this segment of we're gonna end this sermon with this.
Hours drawing a crowd of protesters.
Shame on you! There's a baby in there!
A chaotic and emotional scene on a Fitchburg street this morning when ICE agents pulled a vehicle over with a man, woman, and toddler inside.
And so I just started videotaping, like immediately just started videotaping. I didn't know what else I could do.
Q Janae Beavers Hatter lives nearby and watched the incident unfold.
What they ended up doing was locking arms, the mom and the dad, and they had the 2-year-old in the back, but they ended up bringing her to the front.
Videos show a crowd of about 20 people surrounding the vehicle, yelling and protesting. Fitchburg police respond when the federal agents called for help. At one point, the man in the vehicle is handcuffed, but witnesses say agents appeared to be after the woman.
They kept saying, we're going to put your kid in state custody if you don't. So I think that's why in the end she just decided, like, for the safety of my kid and everything, I'm just going to go.
What do you think of all that?
It was a lot. I'm not going to lie. Like, I was crying on and off. I kept seeing, like, every time I got an angle where I saw the kid, I started crying more because you could see the baby was so confused.
We're their family. I'm their family.
At one point, tensions boil over. An agent lashes back at the crowd. Fitchburg police officers in the middle. Officials say their role is to keep everyone safe.
Nothing I can do.
Eventually, the woman is taken into custody by ICE agents. The man and child are allowed to leave. The episode chilling to witnesses.
I don't care what your views are. It does not matter what your views are. If you're left, you're right. I don't care. It doesn't mean, like, human beings should still always have their, like, basic rights. And that's why I don't know, it just hurt my heart, honestly, to see that.
Now, we have reached out to ICE to find out why they took the woman into custody and more about exactly what happened. We have not yet heard.
Wait a second. Did she just say we've reached out to ICE to find out why they took the woman into custody? Are you serious? Did she just say that? Did that reporter just say we've reached out to ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, to find out why they took the woman into custody? Ma'am? Ma'am? How'd you get your job? How'd you make it past elementary school? Like, seriously, how did you get out of elementary school, ma'am?
Now, we have reached out to ICE to find out why they took the woman into custody and more about exactly what happened. We have not yet heard back. Live in Fitchburg, Sarah Conji.
Yeah, you're not going to hear back because they laughing at you. They're laughing at how stupid you are. They probably thought it was a prank call. Hey, ICE, why'd you just take that woman into custody? They probably thought it was a prank caller. Goddamn moron. These people are crazy, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. Yeah, man. We in the building, man. Unbelievable. Yeah, we're gonna do something special tonight, man. We're gonna do something big tonight, man. Let's see a couple stories before we
Yeah, exactly right. That defendant pleading not guilty, denying responsibility for more than a half dozen instances, including the murder of Grandma Huang. The vicious attack in January 2019 in Visitation Valley on 88-year-old Yik Oi Huang, known affectionately as Grandma Huang, sent shockwaves through San Francisco.
Who you think killed Grandma Wang, man? Who you think killed Grandma Wang? And everybody hit that like button too, man. Share these videos, man. Who you think killed Grandma Wang? Who you think killed Grandma Wang, man? All right, let's see. Let's see who killed Grandma Wang, man.
Defendant pleading not guilty, denying responsibility for more than a half dozen instances, including the murder of Grandma Huang. The vicious attack in January 2019 in Visitation Valley on 88-year-old Yik Oi Huang, known affectionately as Grandma Huang, sent shockwaves through San Francisco. Grandma Huang died from her injuries about a year after the attack. Police arrested Keontae Gathron, now 25 years old, and said he was responsible.
Keontae, man. Damn, man. Keontae killed Grandma Wang, man. I'm shocked, man. I would have never guessed that, man. I had my money on Cooper. I thought Cooper had killed her, not Keontae, man. I thought Cooper killed her. But they say Deontay. They said it was Keontae. We wasn't there, man. We got to believe him.
After the attack, police arrested Keontae Gathron, now 25 years old, and said he was responsible for a spree of attacks on teens and elderly people of Asian ancestry. Gathron denied the allegations and wound up representing himself in court. And now a jury has found him guilty of murder and numerous other charges.
We also tied Mr. Gathron to a number of incidents involving carjackings and robberies that happened in the weeks leading up to Ms. Wang's murder and also the weeks following, including armed robberies. And so, yes, the jury has come back finding him guilty of multiple incidents.
While the victims are all of Asian ancestry, prosecutors argued the motive was financial gain. Grandma Huang's family said the guilty verdict brings some closure. What they hope is that it will help some people feel safe in their communities.
The message, I think, we hope that this case, my grandma's case, will bring the message to the community. I hope that this case closure will bring out a good message to the community and all the people, the local community and the local family here to bring up a safer environment that we showed up as Asians and as other minorities as well.
Advocates for Asian American justice hope that the case shows that the city is taking seriously the idea of accountability.
To me, the guilty verdict it's a moment of truth. It's long overdue, and it validates what our community has been fighting for.
And Gathron is set to appear in court later this month for sentencing. He faces life in prison. We're live in San Francisco. Christian Caff.
Okay, so Those of you who said Sun Man, y'all win. Those of you who said other, y'all lost. I lost, guys. I said Cooper. I put my money on Cooper, man. I thought Cooper killed Grandma Wang, man. I thought Cooper killed Grandma Wang, man. Gary Reeves says MTG is the new Adam Kinzinger. She's out here running to all the liberal media for approval. Never liked her, and now I see why. Fraud. She's a woman. All the conservative women have flipped. While all the conservatives were bashing liberals over the head for killing Charlie Kirk, Candace Parker said it was Israel. Candace Owens let the liberals off the hook for killing Charlie Kirk. Press 1. Nobody gonna say this. Nobody sees it like I do. Candace Owens has been on a campaign to let liberals off the hook for killing Charlie Kirk. From the day it happened, Candace Owens has been on a campaign to let liberals off the hook for killing Charlie Kirk. She's been running cover for liberals. We had them. They killed Charlie Kirk. It was horrible. What Candace do? Nope, it was Israel. Guess who made Candace Owens popular? Does anybody know who made Candace Owens the star she is? Anybody in the chat know who made Candace Owens the star she is? Yep. You nailed it. You nailed it. You can't trust women, man. Press 1. You can't trust women. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is just another example of that. They will always do what is popular. They will always go with the crowd. They will always do what everybody, whatever the wave is. What's the wave? They're going to do it. They will always turn on you. They will always turn on you. So I'm not surprised Marjorie Taylor Greene is running around looking for liberal hugs. I'm not surprised at all. Women will always turn on you. I don't even know if women are in it for the money as much as they are just, they're in it for approval, attention and approval, and money, but attention and approval, and being right. Women have huge egos. If you ever been in a relationship with a woman, you're never going to win an argument with a woman. So a lot of that is just trying to be right. So they'll flip. If they think this side is, if they think the court of public opinion is swaying to this side, they'll go to this side. If it leans back to this side, they'll go to that side. So yeah, of course, Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing what she's doing. Of course, Candace Owens is doing what she's doing. Of course. Why you I don't understand why you guys are so shocked with it. But maybe you're not shocked. Maybe you just mention it. Might not be shocked. Maybe just calling it out. Salute for calling it out, man. Salute for calling it out. Salute for calling it out. Yep. Women need chaos. Women need chaos. When your emotions and your mood is constantly ebbing and flowing and rising and falling, when you're constantly in a state of hormonal shifts, and your bodies, your mood and everything's constantly changing, the mood and chaos is like rocking. It's chaos. Calm highlights the chaos in your mind. Calm highlights it. The chaos helps you, get lost. Helps you diffuse it. But women love chaos. They love it. Oh yeah, you tell your wife. I think men tell their wives they're wrong all the time. It's about whether they're gonna listen. I think men tell their wives they're wrong all the time. After a while, it's just like, if you tell somebody, if you realize that somebody's gonna react the same way every time you do something, you're gonna probably stop doing it. Most men just be like, fuck it, man. This bitch ain't never gonna admit to being wrong about nothing. Fuck it. They're gonna pick their battles. Salute to Gary Reeves though, man. Salute to all you guys. We'll be back tonight, man. If you just joined us, man, make sure you go rewatch the whole show. This was an amazing show. Press 1. Same black time, same black channel. I'm out of here. Hey.